Paterson University Television.
Welcome back to the desk. The soccer crew joins us to break down an exciting week from William Paterson Soccer. We'll start with the women's team as they picked up a 10-0 victory over Brooklyn College. Alec, we'll start with you. What stuck out to you with the women?
Well, like I said last week, we had to have more offensive production from the women. You see here, they're setting up a great play, playing very spread out, playing a spread out offense, coming right at the Brooklyn College defense. Catches the goalie a little bit out in front of her own net, shoots it right past her. Another great header over the top, a great headed pass, great touch right into the back of the net there. And another great lob shot right over the top of the goalie's head, playing a very spread out offensive game, and I like that a lot. Another one, great, passes back from this situation, right from the 18, curls one right into the bottom corner, fantastic shot. 10-0 rout over Brooklyn College, tied for their largest win in team history with their 10-0 rout of Staten Island back in 2009. They outshot the Bulldogs 37-2, as you can see there, just piling shots on net from anywhere inside the opponent's zone. Adelman with 2 goals, Cozy with 2 goals, and Bo with 1. Oliveira with her 4 assists make the Lady Pioneers look really, really good going into the next season. As you can see here, a great corner from the spot, headed right past the goalie, had no chance to defend it. And another one as they come up the field here, right from the outside, curls it right into the corner post, and I like that offense they've been showing so far this season.
Mateo, we'll start with you. Did any specific player stick out to you in this 10-0 game?
I mean, yeah, like there's a lot of players, especially in a 10-0 win, but like for me, it has to be Lorraine Moffett. She has, like out of 16 games, she has started in every 16 games of those. So look at this. She has 4 goals, like she has 0 assists, but she has 8 points, and she has a 30% average of shots. Like she didn't like did anything on this game, like goals or assists, but like she's the one that dominates the midfield, and like that's a huge thing for them. Like as Alec said, they had 31 shots. Like after that, like you have to go. Like once you go into like the next few games, like they have lost 3 out of the last 2 games. They tied 1, so this is gonna give them great momentum until going in the season, especially at the end of the season.
Vincenzo, who stuck out to you?
For me, it's going to be sophomore defender Ashley Cozy. She picked up 2 goals in the night, opening the scoring. 2 goals, 1 in each half for her. Let's take a look at the stats. 2 goals, 1 assist, 5 points. The shooting percentage a little bit below 15%. But she opened the scoring by exploiting the space. If you look back in the video package, she takes the space in front of her. She makes good opportunity from it, shoots with the left. Second half, same thing, right shot with the right foot. Both feet, 2 goals. Can't say anything better.
Daniel?
For me, it has to be senior back Adriana Oliveira. She created many opportunities, including 4 assists in that game. Well, now looking at the stats, she has 2 goals, 5 assists, 9 points, and shooting 14%. Like I said before, she had a huge game contributing with 4 assists, setting the New Jersey Athletic Conference record for assists in a game this season.
Yeah, she definitely had a great game. Many Pioneer players had a great game in a 10-0 victory. And the next game, they have Rutgers Camden. Alec, we'll start with you. What do the women have to do to be successful against Rutgers Camden? Can they win this game?
For them, it's got to be a must-win game. Whether they can or can't, they have to win this. Rutgers Camden and their opponent after that, Rutgers Newark, sit both tied at 6 conference points, right below them in the standings. It really bodes well for them if they win the next 2 games. And the key to winning it, playing that spread-out offense, keeping the ball moving, and play through the midfield like Mateo said, and make sure the shots keep coming in.
Mateo?
Yes, as I was saying, like they have to win it. If they want to go into the playoffs as like an opponent to beat, they have to win it. And like 10-0 win is huge. Like people are going to be talking about, oh, William Paterson just beat the team 10-0. So now they're going to go into the playoffs. People are going to want to play William Paterson because that's the team to beat. Like they just got to keep shooting. That's the goal.
Just like Alec and Mateo said, I mean, you generate as much shots as possible and something will come from it. But for me, it's going to be controlling the pace of the game and pushing the tempo when they can, because they play fast offense, and when they do, they'll put some balls into the net.
Daniel?
For me, it has to be trying to repeat the same performance in their 10-0 victory, trying to be sound and trying to be clinical and finishing in the final third, as well as being sound defensively should lead to a good result.
Now we'll switch over from the women's team to the men's team. They had a 5-2 victory over Baruch College. We'll actually look at the numbers from the game. Impressive victory for the Pioneers, picking up the win, as I said, 5-2. 14 shots for the Pioneers, 15 for the Bearcats. 7 saves for the Pioneers, 6 for the Bearcats. And then the foul difference is landslide on William Paterson. 15 fouls for William Paterson, 6 for Baruch. Looking at the numbers, you would think the score would be a little closer, not a 3-goal difference in this game when the shots are that close and the saves are that close, but William Paterson with a 5-2 victory. Now, what went well for the Pioneers? Alec, we'll start with you.
Look, it has to be the thing that Vincenzo said last week. They're a second-half team. They really pulled it together, scoring 3 goals in 10 minutes. I mean, that's impressive. When you get that many goals in a short amount of time in a soccer game, that's something to take a look at. They played much better offensively than they have in the past, and I think they need to keep that up when they're going to go against some tough teams like Montclair and Rowan going to the playoffs.
Mateo?
Yeah, as Alex said, like 3 goals in 10 minutes. Not even most teams have scored 3 goals in a whole game. Yeah. So like that's definitely something that is key. And like as long as they keep scoring goals and like their key players keeps coming, they're gonna win it. They're gonna go into the playoffs and they're gonna do something good.
Vincenzo, you're actually on the team, you play on the team. What did you see being there in the game, everything going well for the Pioneers?
Well, Coach Woods ordered the team at halftime. He said, let's play direct soccer, keep launching the balls forward, because Baruch went to a 3-back system, so they played a high press, so the space was exploited from behind, and much credit to Dante Petrocelli. Last time he found the net was over a month ago, and he found his form here, scoring twice and adding an assist, so good job to him.
Daniel?
For me, they improved on their finishing and being more clinical in the final third. Although, looking at it, Baruch and William Paterson both had great chances to score, but the finishing ability was the difference in their 10-minute 3-goal span.
Pioneers definitely had better finishing than Baruch did, obviously, with their 5-2 victory. Now looking forward to senior night against Rutgers Camden. Alex, starting with you, who is the key player of that game for you?
Look, the key player for me has got to be Kyle Quigley, coming off an injury, goaltender. He needs to jump back to this game. Look at his stats for this year. 0.77 goals allowed per game, 24 saves, a save percentage of 82% with 67 shots faced. I really like him going into the rest of the season. I really think he's going to do a great job. Full day rest, didn't play against Baruch in last game. He's going to come in well rested. I like that a lot. He's leading the team in most goalkeeper categories and has 4 clean sheets already on the season. I think he's huge going into any playoff run.
Mateo, who's a big player?
For me, it has to be Jerome Coyer. He's a midfielder. He has 2 goals. Like as we can see in the stats, he has 2 goals, 4 assists, 8 points. He averaged 60, like not a lot of shots, but like every single game, like he has from 3 to 4 shots, and he has played 13 out of the 17 and 13 coming from the bench. He's definitely like a key player for them. He doesn't start, but like he leaves his mark in it. And just a little tip: whenever he has scored or assists in a game, the Pioneers have not lost any.
Interesting little stat. Vincenzo, who's your player?
I'm going to go with the defender, junior defender, Zach Perez, one of the captains on the team. Take a look at his stats from the season. 1 goal, 1 assist, 3 points, shot percentage about 6%. But he's been consistent with all his performances so far this season, and he has started every single game since his freshman year. Tomorrow will mark his 55th start, which is an extraordinary stat, and he's a leader by example, and a solid performance tomorrow will give the Pioneers a clean sheet and motivation to succeed.
Good luck to the Pioneers as they finish their season and start looking towards the playoffs. That's all the time we have for William Paterson Sports, but do not go anywhere because playoff baseball is back.